Hi and welcome back. This is our updated bullying vlog. So we vlogged originally, my oldest son Max is and still is being bullied at preschool. So we kind of updated you on it and we let you know what was happening. I was very upset at the time, so thank you everyone who was kind enough to comment and offer your support, etc. It was really appreciated, and we've been asked so much what has happened next, so this is my chance to vlog and explain to you. So the school invited me in. We're on summer holidays now, which makes things kind of easier, but originally the school invited me in about a week after everything happened, and we kept Max off of school because he didn't want to go, and if he had wanted to go, we would have sent him in. He didn't want to go, so I didn't send him in. I don't think that's right to push a kid, especially when preschool is optional. School isn't optional. At school, he won't have that option, but if he is that upset that he doesn't want to go in, we decided that's fine. You can have a couple of days off with mummy and baby. So after that, we went in, and the school thought it'd be a really good idea if we could see what he was like with the other children, because it's actually only this one child that he's had a problem with. So we decided to do that, and I brought Ronnie in for the day, and we went and we had a little play. We bought some bread and some ice cream in for the children, and everything kind of went smoothly. I say it kind of went smoothly. Max was playing with his friends, and the boy in question, who hasn't been very nice to him, came over and bit him on the arm really hard, to the point where I actually went and got a vaccination done at the doctor's, just in case for, what is they call it, tetanus? You see, wasn't fantastic. I wasn't best pleased. However, one of the things I did see is how the preschool actually dealt with what was happening, and overall they actually did really well. If it was me in that situation, I would have handled it as an owner of a preschool just like they did. So in that front, they did brilliantly. I can't complain. Can't ask them to take responsibility for how another child acts towards another child. They're also really young, so it would be hard, I suppose, for them to do anything more than what they are doing, obviously. It's been very different since everything happened, in a sense that he's not as confident as he used to be, only with people that he knows really well. He's also not as confident at school. So for the last week that he was in, obviously the last week isn't lessons, and it isn't often a lot of playing either. It's lots of day trips and parties and stuff like that. And in the end, we actually only took him to the party because I wanted him to build his confidence back up. So we were kind of letting him go to preschool as and when he wanted, which isn't like him at all. If you see Max, he actually cries when he comes out of preschool. Probably makes us look like terrible parents, that he's coming home to like some horrible mum and dad, which he isn't. But he'd cry because he just wanted to stay and have fun with his friends. And now obviously it is the opposite way round, which is really difficult. When we go back in September, it will be Max's last year of preschool, but it also means that the boy who hasn't been very nice to him is actually moving up to big school. It isn't the same big school as Max's, so it's very unlikely that any of it is ever going to happen again with this child. Of course, now we are more nervous and more on the watch out for when he does go back, because there will always be one, and there will always be one like Max, who's very sensitive, very kind, and probably doesn't stick up for herself by punching and kicking. He's just not that type of kid. So it could happen again. It could. You can't stop the people and the children that they come into contact with. It's had a massive effect on all of us, and you could see that when I first vlogged. That was a real raw emotion. That was me literally being kicked down to the floor, just told that my kid was being picked on, and I was devastated. I was devastated for him. I was devastated for the preschool because they felt awful about it. I was just devastated for everybody who was involved, really. And that was from our point of view, and it took us a couple of weeks to kind of be like, oh, well, actually, okay, he does need to lead like a normal life, can't wrap him up in cotton wool. For Max, it has had an effect, and as you saw in the first vlog, that is what I was worried about, was the effect and the psychological and developmental effects that it could and would have on him. Will benefit, obviously, as of September, because he is going to be literally the oldest child in preschool. His birthday is the 30th of September, so he will be literally the oldest. So hopefully being a big boy should also help grow his confidence. Really, really hoping in September, 6 weeks is a long time for a child, so I'm hoping as of September it's going to be easier for him and he's going to have forgot about it. And he does still have contact with a lot of children, which is also really helping him. So we go to lots of play groups and mummy and toddler groups. We go to the park all the time. We go and visit friends and stuff. So on that front, I'm trying to keep him up socially with other children of the same age as him, so he can learn to build his confidence back up, so he can start playing with them again. Is pretty much it for our update. I will bring more updates to you as and when. It will probably be September now because he's just not at preschool in the meantime because it's holidays over here. So I just wanted to know from you guys, have you ever experienced bullying? Have your children ever been bullied? And how did you deal with it? I hope you remember to like and subscribe, and don't forget to come back and watch us soon. Bye!